Hi. I'd like to show you a beautiful yoga Nidra practice, and this is called pairs of opposites. So I'll just talk to you a little bit about this and show you the setup, and then you can come down to the practice. So once you've heard the introduction and you know the setup, then you can always just fast forward through this bit and just go straight into the practice, so you can use this regularly. So just to explain it, if you're doing this for the first time, what pairs of opposites are in Yoga Nidra is to get into a really deep, comfortable state of relaxation. So you're like almost asleep, you're really comfortable, you're really relaxed, you're connected to your body and your breath. And in that comfortable state, you then start to explore opposite sensations, opposite feelings in the body. So for example, you could feel hot and cold at the same time, and sort of fairly normal, fairly neutral feelings, and then start to go into maybe more challenging feelings like emotions and stronger sensations, and look at finding the opposite sensation in your body or the opposite experience. And this is called duality, and we live in a world of duality. There's always an opposite to everything. And what happens in our life and in our state of mind almost is that we get very attached to the comfortable, the familiar, what we would deem as positive experiences and sensations: happiness, comfort, enjoyment, feeling well. And these are just part of the myriad of different experiences that life has to offer, and that their opposite experiences, the challenging, the more uncomfortable experiences, are still experiences. And we've just kind of parked them all in the don't want, don't like, want to avoid category of life. So what can happen is that we can start to have a real resistance and a feeling of fear, and this is where a lot of trauma is laid down in the body, is when we've had difficult experiences and we push them outside of ourselves and don't want anything to do with anything that has a memory or a feeling around that. And we can avoid feeling a lot. So when we avoid having strong, difficult feelings, we will actually unconsciously be avoiding their opposite as well. So when we numb out in one way, we end up becoming numb in almost every way, and this is what can then contribute to feelings of depression, really low, feeling very flat, and also lead to anxiety. So when we can really start to look at how we respond to life's experiences and really start to create a more confident feeling of being safe with everything, of being able to welcome in all of life's experiences, even if they're difficult ones, what happens is we open up our comfort zone, we open up our state of mind and our capacity to be able to deal with everything, really. And so even the most challenging experiences in life are manageable for us. They're still challenging, and we still experience pain and sadness and discomfort, but there isn't the same amount of fear and rejection around that, so we can just live life more fully. So quite a big a thing to do in a fairly simple practice. So don't underestimate this, and don't expect to get it first time. It might take a good few times to explore this, to really start to feel into the nuances. And if you fall asleep, that's normal, and you might fall asleep the first few times you do this, and just keep practicing, and you'll find that you can start to get to a place of really feeling into this and really widening your range of experiences and capacity. So for the setup, you want to lie down. So I'm just sitting on the props here. You will want a blanket to cover yourself with. Even if you're warm, it's nice to be covered up with something. If you're on the ground, so make sure you've got good support underneath you. You've maybe got a bolster under your knees or some pillows under your knees, a cushion under the head. And you can do this in bed. It's preferable to practice on the ground because you're less likely to go to sleep straight away. But if you want to practice this in bed, it will still work. You might fall asleep more quickly. So get yourselves comfortable, and we will start in a few moments when you're ready. Okay, so now you're lying down, just doing a last little check that your body's comfortable, that you feel good support underneath you, and you can relax into the earth or into the bed. And just feel your experience right now, so just tuning into sounds and smells, and just sensing how you are right now. So get a general sense of yourself, feeling into your body. We're going to begin this Yoga Nidra with a body scan, a rotation of consciousness. So just start to feel into the mouth, and we'll begin this in the mouth and in the head and move around the body from there. So can you feel the sensations, the texture, the feeling inside your mouth? Noticing the tongue, where it is, feeling the teeth. Feeling the walls and floor of the mouth, the throat. Can you feel into your teeth and the roots of your teeth and where they're in the jaw, the upper, the lower jaw? Relaxing there. And then can you feel into the back of the mouth, the back of the nose, feeling into your sinuses. So noticing the sinuses. See if you can open up your sinuses to take a few deeper breaths there in the back of the breathing, the back of the nose, back of the throat. Start to feel and hear ujjayi breath, that sound of the breath in the throat, at the back of the throat. And then bring your attention in behind the eyes to the brain. Can you see if you can feel the density and the weight of the brain sinking back into the skull? Feeling where the back of the head is relaxing down. Feel your head and where the head becomes the neck, the back of the neck. Relaxing around the neck, the jaw, the throat. As you feel down into your body. So noticing the body. And we're going to move down the right side of the body first. So bringing your attention into your right shoulder. And feel the right shoulder as you bring attention down the right arm. Right down through the right arm into the right hand. Feeling the hand, the fingers, the palm. Take a breath here in the right hand and really feel the right hand on the inhale. Relax any tension that might be there or holding on the exhale. And then bring your attention back up the arm, into the armpit. And feel in the armpit, feel around the back of the shoulder, the front of the shoulder, and into the right side of the chest. So feeling the right side of the chest, and see if you can just breathe into the right lung. So really feel the breath coming into the right lung, the right side of the chest. Exhaling there. And then down into the right side of the waist and belly. Can you feel the belly? Can you feel the breath there? Moving into the right hip. Keep going down the body through the right hip. Relaxing any tension that you might feel there, just letting the right hip become heavier. As you go into the genitals, the pelvic floor, the pubic bone on the right side. And then right down the right leg, so keep going down the right leg, through the thigh, into the knee, and pause at the knee and just feel the knee. Take a breath, feeling your right knee. And then going down the leg into the ankle, the right ankle and the right foot. Can you feel the right foot? Take a breath there. Take a moment to explore the toes in the right foot, so feeling the big toe, the second toe, feeling all the toes in the right foot. And then into the sole of the foot, feeling the sole of the right foot. And moving back up the right leg, so into the back of the right leg, the back of the knee. Moving up the back of the thigh into the hip, the right hip. And buttock area. Just feeling there, take a breath there in the back of the right hip. And then keep going up the back, so going up the right side of the back, up into the shoulder blade. Feel the back of the right shoulder. And then go back up into the head and see if you can feel the mouth, the face, the jaw relaxing, and get a sense there of being in the right side of the body. Notice if you drifted off at any point there, and just scan the right side of the body, bringing attention and breath into the right side. Deep breath there, letting go of tension. So let's look into the left side of the body. So beginning in the left shoulder, going into the left shoulder, feeling the shoulder relaxing, and going down the left arm, so down through the arm and elbow into the wrist and left hand. Feeling the left hand and thumb, feeling the fingers in the left hand and the palm of the left hand, and stay in the left hand and take a breath there. Can you feel the left hand on the inhale and relax the left hand on the exhale? And then moving back up the left arm, so the forearm and up into the left armpit, feeling the left side of the chest. So going into the chest, and take a breath in the left lung. Can you breathe into the left lung? The left side of the chest, and exhale, relax that side of the body. Down into the belly, feeling the waist and the belly, and take a breath and feel the belly. And then down into the left hip and groin and pelvis, the genitals, the pubic bone on the left side. As we move down into the left leg, so into the thigh, big strong muscles, into the left knee, and pause in the left knee for a full breath, feeling the left knee. Exhaling down the left leg into the ankle and left foot. So feeling the left foot, the big toe, moving down through the other toes, so all the toes in the left foot into the little toe, and then the sole of the left foot. Can you feel the left foot and take a breath there? Nice slow breath in the left foot, relaxing tension. And then going back up the left leg, so the back of the leg, around the back of the knee and the thigh, and into the back of the hip. So feeling the back of the left hip, up into the lower back, mid back, and moving into the upper back and left shoulder blade. And feel the left shoulder again. So we've been in the left side of the body. Come up to the head, feel the mouth, the face, the jaw and the head relaxing. And just sense there that you were in the left side of the body, and did you drift off? Were you aware of the left side? Can you be aware again? And then just feeling the left side, can you then move over to the right side of the body? So remember, we were in the right side, go over to the right side. Take a breath in the right side of the body now, so breathing in the right side. And exhale the right side of the body. And go back to the left side, and now take a breath in the left side of the body, breathing there. And exhale. Now can you breathe into both sides of the body at the same time? So notice how you have to kind of pull back slightly in your awareness, like you're drawing the focus back and out a bit, and feel the whole body at the same time, and breathe into your whole body. Left and right sides at the same time, the whole body, the whole breath. So let's do a little breathing exercise here up in the face to really feel the left and the right side starting to balance. So on your inhale, I just want you to breathe in through the right nostril. Just imagine you can just breathe in through the right nostril on the inhale, and then breathe out through the left nostril. Breathe in through the left nostril, and then breathe out through the right nostril. And keep going where you breathe in through the right nostril up to the brow of the head, so the forehead, the center of the brow, and then exhale out of the left nostril from the forehead, out of the nostril and down and out. And create this sort of triangular, like pyramid image and rhythm in your mind of inhaling up into the nose and forehead, and exhaling out from the forehead and brow down and out of the nostril. Just a few more rounds of this, inhaling up through one side exhaling out through the opposite side. Inhale through that side and exhale the other. Take a few rounds of breath like that. Staying with the breath, staying with the body. And now see if you can breathe into both nostrils at the same time. Breathe into both sides of the nose, nostrils, and breathe out through both nostrils. Soft and smooth, silky breath through the nose. And as you feel the breath settling you, see if you can become a little bit heavier. So feel the weight of the body now on the exhale getting heavier. Inhaling through the nostrils, feel the breath, and then on the exhale, let the exhale sink out and down at the back of the body, so the exhale sinks you into the support underneath you, really sinking and dropping down the whole body. Inhaling, feel your body. Exhale, feel the weight, feel the heaviness of your body. And see if you can feel into the quality of heaviness. What is the sensation of heaviness, of weight, of feeling very heavy? And really feel the quality of that sensation. And now become aware of lightness. So as you breathe in, feel the quality of the inhale being a little bit lighter. And feel there's a sort of a lifting slightly, a lifting in your body on the inhale. And then exhale back to that heaviness. Now focus a little bit more on the lightness on the inhale and see if you can feel where in your body feels the lightest right now. Where do you feel light? Maybe a little bit floaty. And see if you can remember a feeling of being very light. When do you remember feeling light and floaty, maybe slightly floating in the air? What's that feeling like of being very light off the ground and floaty? And then go back to the heavy feeling in your body, that weight, that sinking down, and remember feeling a time where you felt very heavy, sort of encumbered, very weighty, a real heaviness in the body, and remember what that felt like. And neither are right or wrong, they're both just experiences, they're feelings of feeling either light or heavy. So can you explore both feelings in your body? What does feeling heavy feel like? And then what does feeling light feel like? And the memories. And then this is where the practice gets interesting, because we're going to explore both at the same time. So like you had to pull back your focus to sense both sides of the body at the same time, draw your awareness back from heavy and light and observe them from a very slight distance. So it's like you're not in either the light or the heavy feeling anymore. You're just noticing them as experiences. And see if you can feel them at the same time. So a simultaneous feeling of heavy and light in your body, or just a memory of heavy and light at the same time in your body. Take a few breaths exploring that. Don't try too hard, just play with it as an idea of feeling both at the same time. And then as you drop into this, I want you to see if you're feeling relaxed. Just check in with your body. Can you relax a little bit more? And I want you to now consciously go towards sleep. So allow yourself to feel what it's like to feel very, very sleepy. And this might be something you're really feeling right now, is very sleepy, half asleep feeling. So as you sink down and rest, your body gets more and more sleepy. So what does it feel like to feel asleep? So that asleep feeling. And really stay conscious and awake and aware of being asleep. So what would it be like to be observing yourself sleeping, watching yourself sleeping? You might even feel that your breath becomes almost like a snoring breath. Deeper, quiet breath in the throat. And as you observe the quality of sleepiness in the body, can you feel that you're actually awake? That although you're watching the feeling of sleepiness, you're very awake and present. And see if you can wake your mind up more, so you become very awake in your mind and very asleep in your body. So your body is asleep and your mind is very awake. You remember feeling wide awake, full of energy, really awake, energized, alive, full of life and energy, fully present, fully awake and aware. And then at the same time, your body is very relaxed and you have this feeling, this memory of being able to just go to sleep instantly, just dropping to sleep. So see if you can explore this at the same time now, feeling asleep and awake at the same time. So it's like you're watching yourself sleeping with a wide awake mind. You're awake in your mind and your body is asleep. Just explore that for a few moments. Awake and asleep at the same time. Again, don't try too hard, just experiment for a few more breaths, what that's like. So as you feel that heavy, relaxed feeling in the body, that sleepy state, let it bring you to a memory of feeling very safe. So just think about when you feel safe, what's happening. Maybe you're in bed already and this is a safe place for you, or maybe there's other memories of places where you just know you feel really safe. So feeling that sense of safety, support and comfort in your body, feeling very safe. Think about who makes you feel safe. Who do you feel safe with? Times in your life where you just know that you feel very safe. What you're doing, where you are, who you're with, that makes you feel safe. And see if you can feel, where do you feel that in your body? Where's the experience of safety held in your body? How do you feel safe? Where do you feel safe in your body? Notice the quality of that and really remember that in your mind, what safety feels like. And then let's explore the opposite. So a feeling of feeling nervous and unsure, of feeling worried, of maybe even feeling unsafe. So what times have you had that recently where you haven't felt safe, where you felt nervous and worried and unsure? And as you let your mind go to those memories, it can feel a bit risky. It can feel like you're really going to a difficult place. And this is the practice. This is what we're doing, is to take that risk, to know that you're safe. You're actually very safe right now. That you can just look at the memory, look at that experience as something that's in you, in your body, that your body holds feelings of not being safe. Your body holds feelings of nervous, anxious, unsure. And see, where in your body do you hold that? The memories trigger a feeling in your body, and what does that feel like? Notice how your breathing might have changed. Your temperature, your heart rate, everything in your system might have shifted and changed, responding to the memory of not being safe. And it's just a memory, but it has a real feeling in your body. So this is a real felt experience. But notice how you are safe. So you're in a safe, comfortable place. And go back now to feeling safe. Remember memories of feeling safe, people, places, and settle yourself back into that physical experience, that felt experience of being safe. What does that feel like in your body? And really settle into that. And from that safe experience, look again at the physical feeling of unsafe. So from feeling safe, see if you can allow your body to just go into those unsafe feelings, those nervous feelings, those uncomfortable feelings, just slightly, just enough to touch on them, and then settle back into feeling safe. So you're going to go between the two. You're just going to move now and experiment with these sensations. So notice a difference in your breathing as you feel safe and as you feel unsafe. And you might feel that you get very stuck in one of them. You might feel like you can't move out of one of them. And that's just for you to notice and come back to and experiment with again. And really focus on being able to go back to feeling safe. So knowing your way back to feeling safe in your body. So really focusing on that as a priority, that you can find your way back to feeling safe. So going back, settling into safe. And just try again, looking at unsafe, feeling nervous, anxious, unsteady. And now experiment with feeling them at the same time. So from this safe, comfortable position and place that you are, feel how you can feel unsafe and yet you're safe. That you can feel them both at the same time. And this is a powerful experience for our system, for our nervous system, to know that we can be very, very safe even when we feel unsafe. That you're okay, that you're safe, that you find your breath, that you can find your way back to safety in your body. Just experiment with that for a few breaths, feeling safe and unsafe at the same time. Okay, and then starting to experiment with an emotion of happiness, of feeling joy and happy and well and content. So we're going to just play with feeling memories and explore this feeling in the body. So just take a few moments to think about memories and times recently or even way in the past where you just know you felt really happy, really full of the joys in life and laughter and all of that contented, wonderful feeling of happiness. And just notice how that feels and how we really see that as a positive. We really lean into that and see that as a safe place to be happy and well. And it's just another experience. It's just another whole feeling in your body. So as you remember feeling happy, can you feel, what does that actually feel like in your body? What's the felt experience of happiness, of joy, of contentment? How do you feel that, and where do you feel that in your body? And once you've really established that, you've settled into those feelings of content and happy and how that affects your system, then look from there into the opposite, which is sadness. So loss and sadness and even grief. So you're looking at the really difficult experiences in life from a feeling of happiness. Just look towards them. Just see where they are and know that they're there, that they have a place in your system, they have a place in your psyche, and we don't need to push them away. What we can learn to do is feel safer with them, more comfortable with these experiences. So from a feeling of happiness, knowing that you have that in you, look towards sadness. And just see if you can notice the change in your chemistry, in your physiology, how your body changes, how your mind changes, how you may be attached to one over the other, how you might find that you actually find it a lot easier to go to sadness than happiness. And just experiment with where you go to in your system and what feels more familiar. And without trying to get into conclusions, just noticing your experience of happy and sad. And keep knowing your way back to happiness. Keep knowing your way back to this more safe, open, happy feeling. And from there, looking at sadness. And see if you can give sadness a bit more space now. So letting it have a bit more space to just be an experience, to just be something that happens in you. Giving it space. Giving it time, feed your breath into the sadness. Notice if you're getting sucked into it and just pull back, just step back, pull back from it and see if you can pull back from both happy and sad and witness them at the same time. So from the place of witness, from observer, awareness, you just notice that you have happy and sad in your system, and they can both live within you at the same time which is an amazing feeling, to be happy and sad at the same time. Notice where you feel them in your body, and you might feel them actually in the same place in the body, or maybe they're in opposite places. Just notice, where do you feel happy and sad in your body, giving it all space, lots of space. Experiment for a few more breaths. And then coming back to your body, and see if you can feel the sensations in your mouth again, the sensations in your throat and in your chest. Take a few nice deep breaths and just pull back and feel your whole body. See if you can observe your body from the inside, feeling your body, noticing all those sensations that are probably floating around, flying around in your system, and see if you can just allow lots of space to have all these feelings, to have these experiences, and notice them as experience. Feel the surface of the ground underneath you, feel what you're lying on, and see if you can really let go into the earth. So you're letting go into the earth, feeling the ground supporting you, finding your breath. And just again remembering what helps you to feel safe. Who, when and what do you feel safe? Where do you feel that in your body? So we'll finish this session with the feeling of safety, and see if you can open up that feeling in your body a little bit more, of those safe feelings, feeling comfortable and safe. Noticing your breath. And you can experiment with this now in your own way, noticing thoughts that might have come up. You might feel this more around pleasure and pain. You might notice there's another pair of opposites that's come into your mind that you want to experiment with. So you can take time to experiment here, just for another minute or two, to just explore a few pairs of opposites. Remembering to stay close to the safe feeling. So you're always staying close to this feeling of safety in your body, that you're not too far from that at any one time. Giving space to your experiences, space to what you're noticing. Keep pulling back from both experiences, from what you would consider as positive and negative, and just see them all as experience. It's all just experience. Breath. Feel the support underneath you, around you. And then just bring your thumb to your fingertips and just run your thumb over your fingertips, feeling the sensation of touch. Take a few deep breaths there. I'm just going to ring a little bit of sound into this so that you can rest as you listen to the sound of the bowls. Keep finding your breath, feeling the experiences, just seeing if you can let go a little bit, feeling your tongue in your mouth. Feel your feet, really feeling your body. Keep finding your breath. Just keep settling into the experiences, the feelings. It's just feelings, just sensations that you can observe and breathe into. Just slowly preparing to finish this practice. You can go off to sleep if you're going that way, or you can prepare for your day and whatever's coming next. And just bringing this practice with you, really exploring this whenever you can, noticing when you feel something very strongly, can you explore the opposite? So whenever we have a strong feeling, there is always an opposite one. And when you can go to the opposite and just touch on both of them, you can feel that everything changes, and the only real permanent thing is this state in between the duality of equanimity, of this steadiness, of awareness. That our awareness doesn't change, but it's these sort of shifting, changing tides of experience that just keep changing. So even if you're having a really wonderful experience and then you explore that, yes, there's an opposite to this as well, it'll remind you that it won't always be like this, and it helps us to really appreciate life more and not get so caught up, let's say. So well done. Mind yourselves. Namaste.